I said in the song. I just said in the song. Let my wife have my daughter have. Let my thoughts have my boys.
Oh.
That's fire though, right?
That's a nice bar. That's fire.
That's a hell of a bar. That's a hell of a bar. And shifting gears to what we were talking about.
Why y'all doing that? Why y'all just look at me?
What the hell you talking about? Y'all, anyway. That's not what we were talking about with King.
He said, this nigga really just snitch on me?
That's crazy, bro.
Nah. Hey, listen, man. Let me tell you something. This nigga, he possesses the energy of me that I know what energy. I recognize the slice of me I see in all my children.
So how far back do you remember?
What are you talking about?
Like, I'm saying like yourself.
What do you mean?
How far back do you remember?
As far back as it takes.
Nah, you don't remember you no motherfucker 2, 3.
Yes, I do.
You hard. You hard.
He got some funny story.
He so fucking cap, bro.
Check my references.
Man, you don't remember no fucking 2,
Check
bro.
the other people
Man,
who
I don't
was there.
remember 2.
That's you. We talking about me, right?
Man, the one the
He
hell you
probably
remember no
ain't
Man, listen, man, I saved my mom out of rob. Hey, man, I had to release my mama from bondage in a home invasion robbery in New York City when I was 2 years old.
Man. What the hell you mean you had to release her?
Bet 10,000.
No bet.
You were 2.
No bet, no bet.
This story happened.
2 or 3.
This story happened, but you was. Okay.
I know when my
Man, you
mama
about
moved.
goddamn 8, 9 years old, man.
No!
You said you had to rescue
You had
who?
to be about
I said
4.
3, 4.
You said you
I
rescued
said
who?
about
He said you rescued
So
somebody?
basically what happened, he had to, they tied mom.
He about to get on his references. Look.
I'm finna call my mama. And she ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna ask her straight
how
up.
He about to
old
get
was
his references.
I'm gonna ask her straight up.
It's a funny story, huh?
So if we bet it to 10,000 and
But you bet 6 or better?
If we
I
bet
bet under 6. I bet under 6 before kindergarten. Bet.
but if she don't answer, I
Wait,
automatically
hold
win.
She on the phone now.
No bet.
Hold up.
Huh? Hey, mama.
Yeah.
Could you please tell me how old I was in that New York robbery when I rescued you? Huh? How old?
You I just told you, how many times you did this? Cause you didn't finish. He said 2. You wouldn't even finish. He said 2. Mom, when we was in New York 2.
Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, listen.
You were talking fluently.
Huh?
You were very smart. You were talking fluently.
Mhm.
You were very smart.
Mm.
So your motherfucker was born
You
that
were
shit.
2, baby.
Tell me what happened.
He helped me at gunpoint all day. And he took you to the bathroom, fed you, had me handcuffed and taped in the room. But he took everything, and then you climbed up on that TV.
Now, wait a minute. Now, when he left out the house, he gave some instructions, didn't he?
Yeah, he yelled out that the key to the handcuffs that were on me was on top of that zebra picture.
Mm-hmm. Zebra picture was like
100 foot up.
right up here.
Got them 100 foot up when you're 2. Motherfucker 100 foot when you're 2 years old, boy. Motherfucker 100 foot tall.
But check it out though. I had to move her because she was handcuffed to a heavy ass chair, and I had.
Yeah, 'cause you couldn't reach it.
But it's no way like you mother like about to turn 3. Like you had to be the oldest. You had to be the oldest too.
Hey, mama.
You had to be the oldest too.
Huh?
He was. He was very smart.
How old your daughter is?
He was reading the newspaper.
4. She 4 now.
I bet
You say I was what, mama?
She can't do that at 4.
Wait a minute. What you say I was doing?
You was reading the newspaper at 3. What, they don't believe it?
Nah. Mama, they don't believe it. I'm telling
You
you.
used to talk to the ladies when you got on the bus and they'll ask you what was your name. You say, my name is Mr. Clifford Joseph.
Yeah, that's the yeah, man. Salt kiss, that's not Cliff.
And you were only 2. You were only 2 at that time.
Yeah, Mr. Cliff.
So I put Mr. on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Clifford Joseph Harris.
Funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so now because I told him that was my first memory. People said I couldn't remember back that far.
So you had to.
Now, first of all,
look. No, listen.
I'm gonna try to tell you the story. First of all, he left out. I didn't know what was going on. He set me in front of the TV. He set me in front of the TV and played cartoons. him and my mama was in there.
That nigga really tried you.
At 2 niggas.
Just so you know, that nigga really tried you too, man.
Cooking and stuff. He ain't fixing nothing to eat.
Oh, so
Yeah, he did. He gave me some bowl of cereal, all that shit.
He more went on the phone call.
Took me to the bathroom, all that shit. So went into the room. He had left. It was a full day. He had left.
Yeah, he stayed there all day long, rapping. Got the money box and everything.
Okay, so he was looking for the money that he had done been. He knew my daddy, so he came in and grabbed, what he came to grab, found it and left.
All day? What the hell, dad?
Why did he think it was safe enough to be there all day?
Cause
my daddy ran numbers all day long. It wasn't no cell phone. My daddy left the house probably around 9 a.m.
Dad the booking.
Yeah, my dad left.
And then he go to his office uptown before he come home.
He would be downtown collecting numbers and shit. Then after that, he'll go. So from 9 to maybe 8, my daddy was always gone. So they already, and it wasn't no cell phones and shit. Well, motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, back then.
So anyway, so he came in and motherfucking did what he did. Hell, what, mama?
You know, him and Jose Williams' son had stayed with us that summer. While I went to work and they had keys to free come and go.
So my daddy had accepted him into his, like he had.
Her fucking integrity. Whew. Just her voice, boy. She got them active.
So my daddy had done been around this man before.
Of course, that was Selena's boyfriend.
Selena's my oldest sister, oldest living sister. Huh? Felicia the oldest. Oh, Selena not older than Felicia?
I know your motherfucking dad remember everything. I know you remember everything.
All right, cool. All right, so
got it.
So Selena's the second oldest. All right, cool. So my sister's boyfriend brought a nigga to my daddy's house and introduced him into the fold, and he happened to, get an observation of what was going on. He doubled back, came back. Wow, it's just me and my mama there. He held her hostage, handcuffed her to a motherfucking recliner chair. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn, yeah. And so she had to put the chair on her back, walking from the den into the formal living room, which ain't that far in New York, but still it's a heavy ass chair. And I'm walking as a 2-year-old, and the first thing you ain't gonna believe this. Tell him the first thing I said when I saw you.
Mama, why he take your mouth up? He think you talk too much.
At 2 years old now. All right, and then what happened?
Well, we went in there and you couldn't reach it. You tried to climb up on that TV that was in there.
That wasn't tall enough.
So I reached over and kind of got in there with the chair and kind of hit the picture for the key to fall down, and you unlocked it, and you took the tape off my
You say what? You say what?
And then we ran up to Lynn's house because he wrapped all the coins in the phones and took them with him in a suitcase.
Yeah. See, that's some shit I don't remember though. And then we ran up to Lynn's house.
Yeah, we went up to 14th floor.
And then look, you and my daddy broke up after that, right?
I went home. I was scared.
But you feel like my daddy, his brothers and sisters. What did his brothers and sisters tell him? Huh?
Pete was always laughing.
What they say? If he had something to do with it.
I don't remember what.
Did they not say you had something to do with that?
Oh, I didn't have a thing to do with it.
No, I'm saying, but did they say that though? Have you heard that?
Oh, they probably thought I. Oh no, I ain't know that.
You ain't know that?
No, I ain't have a damn thing to do with it.
But that's what the word on the curb is. That's the word.
You know they're gonna say that everywhere.
The word on the curb is y'all broke up because you had something to do with that.
Oh hell no. Hell no. Talk to you see her.
You say what?
Talk to head dog next time you see her, Elaine.
Man, I ain't got to ask nobody shit, nigga. I know how we live, nigga. If you had something to do with a robbery that got a motherfucker some hundreds of thousands, and we come back to Atlanta and we living with motherfucking mother and daddy, nigga, you obviously ain't had shit to do with nothing and had nothing to do with getting no money.
Oh, they took some.
Yeah, they took some. They took some hundreds.
Let me finish with my salad, baby. You need anything else?
Nah, man, I don't need nothing else, man. I wanted to get your take on that. Because motherfucker didn't believe me. They said I had to be 8 or 9 years old. Huh? Because they said I had to have been 8 or 9 years old to have done what you did.
See, nah, but you know what get everybody
Right,
who you tell the story.
You, Mama.
I love you too, baby.
All right, later.
What get everybody who you tell the story to, before you tell the story, you just say, I remember when I was 2. Now, you remember that when you were 2. What you do the day before that?
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying?
You know one thing I do
you remember the moment. You remember the moment.
Yeah, you know what? Another thing I remember back then around the same time, because that was the time when my mama, because I only have a short window of memory when my mama and daddy was together. You
remember
see what I'm
the
saying?
yeah,
I remember the whole moment. I remember another time we were coming in, my mama was walking me in a stroller. I don't know how old I was, but I was in a stroller. Came back in, I was crying because I didn't want to leave the park or whatever the fuck we were doing. And my daddy seen me in the stroller crying, snatched my ass up out that motherfucking stroller, whooped my ass.
Geese on the crapper. See that?
I remember that.
I thought they said most people remember when they 3 years old. That's when their memory starts.
Man,
That's
depends
what I
on what kind of shit you have happen to
it ain't when they remember start, because you got to think like, when you got to think like, okay, your little sister, when she was 2, she remember what scared her.
You got to have some shit that if you have just calm, easy going times up until you're 3, and the first time you have something that jars your memory.
You're saying it's the event.
Yes.
The moment.
Okay, yeah.
It's the moment.
I remember being like 2, spilling some shit and get my ass whooped.
Okay.
I don't remember
that.
I don't remember the day before. The day
right, but you remember that
I remember
ass
spilling some shit and get my ass whooped.
That was one of the
I remember when the
Exactly.
money broke
Real
my
shit.
arm.
You remember what?
The money broke my arm.
See, let's get the money in here because he said he didn't break your arm.
No. Oh, okay. He said he didn't break my arm. I honestly can't tell you what happened. I just remember the situation of my arm being broke and everybody around the house
They
going
say
crazy.
he twisted it, but I don't think.
Now, they say it was King at the bottom of a pile of people and somebody dove off of a bed that wasn't the money. And that person diving off the bed is when you said ouch. That's what I heard.
No.
I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I don't even remember.
Different, but I don't know.
Hey, listen, I do remember Domani pushed Messiah out of
and
3-story window.
And he also put
I
your
whooped that young
arm
nigga
in the
ass so
middle of
long,
the elevator thing and shut the door on you. And shut the door on you.
The elevator door shuts very slow.
The not the elevator door, the
She
wood
probably
door.
talking about the one
Oh,
in
in
the
the
lake
room?
Slammed the
At the
going
lake
into
house.
the elevator.
Oh,
Not the elevator in the house.
got it. Okay. He did that.
But I used to get hurt a lot.
He do a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
crazy stuff.
Good little bro right there, right?
You want to know what I do remember?
What?
It was like a little golf cart I got, and I ran over my finger one morning.
How you get a golf cart?
No, it wasn't.
How
a
you
golf
run over
cart,
your
it was
own
a go-kart.
finger?
All right, so look.
Oh,
Look,
go-kart.
This was funny. It was a go-kart, and I ain't gonna lie. I remember exactly what I did, and it was so stupid. All right, so remember when I set the texture on the ground in Lake House?
Mm-hmm.
So I was in a go-kart, and I put my finger right here, and I accidentally hit the gas. And then my finger was cut up.
You tried to do that.
No, I didn't try to do it,
He
but
just wanted to see what the ground
so
felt
he
like.
came out there. I was like, don't tell mama, cause mama was like, as soon as you hurt yourself, you
ain't never ever ran again.
So I was like, don't tell mama. So he like, it's all right, it ain't nothing. So we went on there, poured peroxide. I remember that.
You remember that?
Oh, y'all, you ain't tell.
Break your finger?
No, I ain't break it. It was just like a lot of skin pulled off.
Oh, it was
I remember y'all
laceration.
had done dissected a squirrel out there.
I ain't gonna lie.
This nigga caught a dead squirrel and cut the motherfucker open.
And cut it open and all.
The whooping
These motherfuckers is some real
whooping was
fucking
bad.
questionable kids.
Imagine you about to get whooped, But before you get whooped, you see 7 escalades. Pop's not even, we don't even think Pop's in town. So imagine you get a call and say everybody go to your room. So we looking like, what? So we go to the room, out the window, it's 7 escalades coming down the hill. I'm like, 7 escalades? Pops can only be in one of them. He can only be in one of them. So why is it 7 escalades coming? So he came in the room, he said, yep, know what time it is. Drop them pants, drop them clothes. So the money a quick thinker. So the money was like, we can't do that. Deja in the room. I know you don't want to. And he was like, yeah, you're right. Deja go in the room. So, so they ain't buy no time like that, but the money just looked at it. He was like, damn. So the money got hit first. The money made the whooping not hurt that much. All right, so he had his hands on the bed. So cool. Pops hit him. His hands fell. He almost fell. All right, cool. So me and Messiah, we got tears coming down our eyes, but we looking at each other, smiling. So when we got whooped, we didn't even feel it like that.
Right.
We was laughing at the money.
How old you is now, bro?
Me? 16. Yeah, 16.
Did y'all got whooping for dissecting the damn
That's
the
what we
animal?
got whooping for.
Oh, okay.
That's what the 7 escalades was.
What was the fuck y'all? What y'all thought
Then
y'all was
one
doing?
time,
I don't know. I just
one time
always
we
like being
sleep.
around my siblings.
We sleep. Me and Tip in there sleep. I got my best friend's son over there.
Oh yeah.
And he don't have all his fingers like 2 of his fingers like he got half of the finger. They done let this little boy get on the damn 4-wheeler and he done ran into the house and hit the bricks.
Now I wasn't there that day. I was
Split
not
his
there
whole
that day.
head open. Man, I'm talking about it was the worst shit ever. I was like, God.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad I wasn't there that day.
I already know. I done been babysitting some kids and they done. Mama
so
can't pick them up with a knot on their head.
How I'm gonna call this girl and tell her I'm going to the emergency room with your son, man. His head split open.
That's what I did. I done babysitted some kids and they done got picked up with the knot on their head.
Yeah, that's kids.
I let kids do what they want to do. I'm one of them types.
Right.
Let them do what they want to do.
Right.
I'm talking about the man, whole forehead is like this.
Nah, like
Damn.
you can see the
Looking at
score.
bone.
Like
We
it was
see
like a
looking at
score.
his bone.
Like it wasn't like no, I get
Hey,
up,
what
put the ice on, and
what
you was
y'all
like
tell
go to
Mom
the
to do?
hospital.
Huh?
What y'all told her?
I had to tell her. You know, she came up there to the hospital. It was terrible, man. They glued his forehead back together.
God damn.
That's real. It's a scar forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't there. I was not there.
Oh, you wasn't there.
I was at Memo House. You know, I wasn't all the way. I wasn't.
The money was out there.
Yeah, the money was always there.
They talking about goddamn.
What?
When Corey busted his head.
That little boy
Man.
riding the motherfucking phone.
What's his head wide open? That's my little nephew, bro.
Yeah.
My little nephew Corey, man. That's Nikki Nicole, son. And y'all grew up together, man. Corey is like Messiah and Domani age. And you know what I'm saying? Corey, for some reason, he ain't had like, I think a thumb and a pinky on one of his fingers or what have you. And you know, the ride motherfucking the 4-wheeler.
Well, you got to have them.
You got to have, you know what I'm saying? And we told them after we had done bought them motherfuckers. We said, bruh, I said,
Yeah.
don't ride these motherfuckers unless I'm out here. Right?
Go against your word.
Told them that. And they said, okay, Dad. Yeah, okay. We know. Okay, no problem. Man, look, bro.
We knocked out sleep.
Man, we sleep. The
They come
motherfuckers
like-
come and shaking us like profusely.
I think it was Neat came to
It's Corey. He
at first she was like, I was like, yeah, well, and she was like, no, you got to come now. You got to come. His
Bruh.
head is. I was like, what?
Bruh. They basically told me, man, this man head.
Oh, so you see the white meat, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see the skull.
Shit, that's what they said. Damn.
Cause he hit.
Forehead, bro. Oh no, you know this is the thinnest
He hit
part.
the
This
the
post
thinnest
up with
part.
a brick
But
wall.
this motherfucker right there.
It's down. It's on the forehead.
He hit like this. He hit like this, but all brick.
Damn.
The money. We were just talking about some stories, man.
Hey, man, we were talking about. Come on, Messiah.
It caused a lot of motherfucking confusion.
Hey, look, we were talking about the time Corey bust his head on the garage on the 4-wheeler.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey, baby.
Who caused it and who pampered it?
Well, I crank all the vehicles up. I did crank all the vehicles up. But we forgot the man. He just crashed.
But you ain't had no helmets because it was helmets out there too.
Nobody had the helmets.
No, but the helmets were there.
Yeah, no one had them on.
You just decided to not put them
What y'all
on.
just doing? Eating candy and stuff?
Hey, but look, you know what though? One motherfucker who was not there. Him. He was not out there. That was the one time he did not have no whipping.
Because you got to think he the older one, so he know like, well, my whipping for
That
real.
wasn't even so like
King wasn't out there either.
I was gone. I was
Now
at
King
Memphis.
was gone, but I'm talking about of the people who were in the house.
I remember
then
that
he wasn't
day.
out there.
He did not go.
course.
the last.
He was
I
on
think
his
it was-
major shit. He
I
like,
think
nah, I'm
it was
trying to
Nick
finish
Nick.
this boy
Now,
on
let me
their
tell you,
game. I
let me tell you
ain't
what.
coming.
The night before it happened, I stayed up all night playing games, and I was in the little game room. And I remember Domani, Deja, Corey, Neek, they all came in there and told me, "Come on, let's go out and rock the four-wheelers." I was so tired. I said, "No, man, I'm not gonna do it." Man, come on! And they kept on
And I
trying
was
to
like-
push me and wake me
I was
up.
like, man, Messiah, you
I
lame.
said, yeah, I do remember that. They called me lame and thing. They called me lame and
Oh, lame
everything.
old boy.
And so I woke up like an hour or two later, and it was real quiet in the house.
No, this is hell, yeah.
It was real quiet, so I went in the other room, and the money walked in crying. I'm like, "Yo, what happened?" I'm like, "Corey,
I wasn't like that.
Nah, you.
I
His face was red and everything. I said, "Oh, what happened?" And then, yeah. And I remember that was the first
I couldn't
time.
explain it, could I?
I remember you woke up, and you had everybody upstairs, and you came down. It was me and you downstairs in the kitchen. And you like, "Shh, what should I do to him?" I mean, give him a whooping? I don't know. Like, I ain't know you put all that power. You put all that power in my hand. I said, I didn't want to say the wrong thing either because I know it was serious.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to downplay it. Like,
All my life, I've been taking it for the team, man.
Yeah, he took it.
I was the only one
Well,
that got
you've been giving it to the team too.
Yeah.
I've been giving it, taking it.
Football.
You take
football.
in what you put out. But nah, but and I was also telling him you pushed Messiah out of 3-story wonder.
That was an accident.
That wasn't a fucking accident. You were arguing over a toy and he pushed
I was
you
like
out of a
1 year
3-story.
years old.
Wait.
I was like one.
Wait, who?
Nah,
But
bro.
that's when he
These
was
two.
supposed.
I was like one.
That's when he was.
A week after we had a run-in
Sorry,
with
that
the
one had-
alien, it pulled his antenna out of Domani's nose.
Yeah, crazy.
Huh?
You heard me. At a Walmart in Union
real, though?
City. A
Is it
Walmart,
He
yeah, a
keeps saying
Walmart in Union City.
He lying.
At a Walmart in Union City, bro. Across the street from Shannon Mall.
B.O.B. now.
Alright. I'm coming out the Walmart. He was in the car. Okay. I come out and I see that it's an object at my car.
Why you
left him in the
saying
car.
it so slow?
What do you mean?
Just let it spill
That's
out.
that. You left him in the car.
You left him in the car.
Yeah, I left him in the car. Yeah, I did.
You a real nigga, bro. Like,
Anyway, so the object was there, and I'm like, hey, put that down. I could see he had some, and he put down the whole car seat, put it down, and you know what he did? Pulled the antenna out the money nose, and I say, get the fuck on, and I got them get, you know what I mean? Like you stomp out a stray dog, and the motherfucker got them. He scurried maybe 2-3 steps, and then he just started going up.
man, you a motherfucker. Like,
And thought was
Hey,
all in
bro.
I'm trying to figure out why this
Bro,
story been
look,
going
my
on
nigga.
for
Hey, look,
generations.
my nigga. The man, and so I pick up the car seat, and the man, the money, eyeball was going all kinds of ways. He didn't know what it was, and he always had that look in his eyes. You ever look at the money when he's a toddler? He always had that wandering look in his eyes, like he don't know what the fuck going on. You dig what I'm saying? And that was and a week after that moment, he pushed his brother out the window.
Man,
Y'all trying to get back on that table?
You good? Yeah, I'm straight, man. That was crazy. Like, it's crazy.
Do you remember that moment?
I remember everything.
Yeah, he said.
You remember everything?
but
Tell us what happened.
They can remember though, cause they still young.
That was an
They was 2 or
expensive.
3.
Nah, that was
Them niggas was 3 years old,
that was
15 years ago.
Right.
They can remember that.
Nah, I mean it's like
But I was 3 years old.
when something real
Time.
crazy happened. Like it's just certain stuff that you won't forget about that that moment. Like it'd be just like the
Yeah, the
smallest
moment.
thing.
The moment.
that you just
That's
remember.
what we just was saying.
I'm pretty sure you won't ever forget about that.
So let me see. It was a toy guitar song.
So they
And
were fighting over the
we
music.
was tugging over the guitar.
Crazy.
And then I tugged it from him, and he got mad and pushed me. I'm sure he didn't mean to push me out the window, but I stumbled back and I fell out the screen.
Can you for sure say he did not mean to push you out the window?
I'm gonna tell you how I know he didn't mean to. I'm gonna tell you how I know. So I remember.
So when did you learn that he didn't mean to?
I'm gonna tell you.
It's
So
funny.
I remember falling like face forward, and I remember I saw the screen around me, and I remember like just falling and screaming.
3 stories, bro.
And then I landed.
No,
It was
it's
an apartment.
complex.
I remember I landed on my stomach and knocked the wind out of me. You know, like when you get the wind knocked out of you, like it's hard to breathe and all that. Yeah, and so I remember I rolled over on my back and I'm looking up and I see Domani and my mama looking down and she's screaming my name and I must have like passed out because I remember she was up there and then like a second later she was running towards me.
But what was Domani doing?
Let me tell you. So she was up there and then 1 second later she down there to me. And so I'm still looking up at the my apartment and I see the money and I'll never forget it. I remember him yelling, "Sorry!" and then I don't even know if I said, and it's crazy, I don't even know if I said it in my head or if I said it out loud, but I said, "You play too much." Like, it was like, it's crazy that I was even like, that's the kind of relationship we had. Like, we was just like, man, you playing too much. We used to always say that. And so, I know he ain't mean to, man. Yeah, I remember everything from that. It was crazy.
You remember football practice?
You look like you mean. You look like you meant to though.
Nah.
You kind of do though. Like the more a person look at you, you like, bro, your ass meant to do that.
I don't even remember. I think I remember the toy, but I don't remember.
But you fucking remember.
I remember the colorful guitar.
Oh,
You remember? Yeah.
So you remember the guitar? Did you have the guitar in your hand when you was on the ground?
No, I did not have it.
Well,
You fumbled it.
I dropped the guitar.
You
Before I
fuck the guitar.
yeah.
You got rid of that on the way down. You got rid of
well,
it.
you ain't break now.
How did we
Nah, he ain't break no bones, had no injuries. That's the most amazing
Oh,
part.
he must feeling grand,
Yeah, it was
like
grass.
the project.
It
was
was.
grass.
It was in
They
grass.
said still
Nigga, three stories, nigga?
3 levels. How old you were?
3.
Boy, y'all have.
The man did not
How did
break
this not come
one
out?
bone.
It was in the newspaper at the time.
Yeah, we got newspaper clipping, but I wasn't that big at the time. So that's the thing about me. The reason why people say, "How do you do it with so many kids?" and all this shit. Every time, my first child, biological child, my first child, which is Messiah, when I found out that his mother was pregnant with him, I was still on a bicycle selling crack on Bankhead.
Oh, okay.
By the time he was born, then I had that motherfucking got me a record deal in 9 months. I went from selling crack when his mama told me I'm pregnant. I'm like, whoa, shit. I got to run it up. And that energy that I put into preparing for him led me into getting a record deal, having an apartment, and everything I needed by the time I went from sleeping on real trap floors to getting a record deal.
Because of him, though.
I think it's because of him. I don't know no other reason why other than it wasn't no other change in my life. It wasn't nothing else that I can attribute that to. I heard I was about to have a child, and I just hit a switch, boop, and just started going. And by the time he came, I wasn't there, but I was closer. Yeah. I ain't looked back since. I ain't been back there since then.
So,
and every child, like for instance, when King was born, a lot of people think that my 4th album, King, is, for me, is the King of the South. But now, for real, I was naming that album after him. You know what I mean?
I remember when you asked me what we should name.
For real.
I remember you asking me that.
What was the name choices?
Actually, King came from me because I stole that from.
Mama wanted.
I stole that name from Candy.
What?
Candy was gonna name her. She wanted to name her son King because her granddaddy's name is King. So me and her kind of had a little, little fallout about it. You know what I'm saying? But it was all right because I was like, you ain't finna have no son no time soon.
Found out about some names.
I don't even remember what I took.
Your dad came up with Ciandre.
Yeah, Ciandre.
That's a nice middle name.
When he first told me,
he gonna never find no little Ciandre.
Yeah, that's a nice middle name.
I'm
glad
Ciandre.
I can say my middle name and not even be tripping about my middle name.
when he first told me, well, what about King? I thought he was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I was like 5, 6.
Yeah.
I thought he was crazy.
Yeah,
King.
that's what the fuck I get for looking to a 5-year-old.
Asking him everything. Asking him, what should
But I
I eat
always
today?
look to the kids. I always involve them in every decision. Always. We always, as a family, we make our decisions together. You know what I'm saying? I always, just like you said, when it was time to punish them, and he was the only one that wasn't involved, I say, all right, what should we do?
You gotta think, like, what if your folks come to you about your siblings, your people? Like,
I ain't got no siblings, so I don't even have no. Oh, I got Bryce, but we so far apart in age that I ain't grew up with nobody in the house but me
That's
and
one
my
of the
mama.
craziest things about you, bro. You like a family rise. Like you like a real, like you entitled to family, and you didn't grow up with like.
Yeah.
I don't know about like your aunties and uncle
No,
cousins.
I didn't. It was me. It was either me and my mama, or it was me and my grandmama, my granddaddy, and my cousin. And me and my cousin were both kind of like dropped off at our grandmama house because our mamas and daddies was goddamn running the streets and shit.
But how did
Shaw
you?
had him mama all the time. He ain't never stayed with her. Shaw stayed with Lita and Buddy. Shaw
How do you
had
know that
Shaw,
family is-
DeMar, and all them. Javon, he didn't stay with her. They all had their own families.
Okay.
So how did you know how precious family could be though?
I knew what the fuck I wanted for myself.
Me.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
put
Taking
it
all
right.
the
It was
points.
my
Me.
wife.
I
Yeah,
had the yes.
you're right. It
Pull
was
his
my wife.
coattail.
It was my wife. It was my wife. My wife taught me what the importance of family. Yes, she did.
A lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to pull them down and
Yes,
slow
you
them
did.
up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But even before her though, cause you can kind of hear it in your trap. You still can hear
but the thing
this
is,
nigga
she saw the fact that I had a appetite or a longing that I wanted that family shit. She saw
That's
that
what it
in me.
was.
Because when I fucked with her,
and she just let you know
I
you was
pulled
right.
up with 3 kids. I had 3 babies, nigga,
Yeah.
in diapers, in a Suburban. I had a 3-year-old, 2-2-year-old. You hear me? And pull up. Hey, well, this is my family. We're here.
And actually, I think I just remember keeping the money when he was sick. He was sick. He was about 6 months up.
That was right after the alien. That was right. It gave him a fever. He was
sick.
He was sick.
Been sick,
sick, you know. Cold, your daddy didn't know what to do with you.
You scared?
I wasn't scared, nigga. I was busy. Niggas a difference. Right. But the thing is, together, we all made it through everything and then it went from, I would say, us as a family, it went from, I'm going to give you a first example. Me pouring into him, okay? Pouring into Messiah, exposing him to Isley Brothers, Al Green, and motherfucking, just different shit like Zap and Parliament Funkadelics, and, just exposing him to different Michael Jackson, Prince, all kinds of shit. 2, him taking that experience, processing it, and adding to it his own flair, and him exposing me to shit. Like, hey, you heard this Daft Punk shit? Or, hey, you heard this, what was it, Pink Floyd? Or, you know what I mean? Like, different shit that he exposed me to that I might not be up on. Even though Pink Floyd hated on us and wouldn't let us play that sample. We ain't going to talk about that right now. We're gonna keep it on the positive. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Kuna Matata.
Yeah, Kuna Matata.
It go from me pouring into him to him pouring into me. Let's take Tamika. I remember having, I don't know, I probably had about 400, 350, close to probably $500,000 with cash though, and didn't really know what to do and how to really spend it for real. she showed me how to spend money and what the fuck to spend money on. See what I'm saying? Yeah, and to go from that to now, I'm showing her the right way to spend money and what to spend money on. So it goes from me pouring into him and him pouring into me to her pouring into me and me pouring into her to Domani. I sent
alien pouring into him.
Huh?
Who pouring into him?
He said the alien.
Hey, I had to work with this motherfucker. I had to work with him. Bro, because he was
A lot.
man. Because he got so much conversation. It's just so much conversation. It's just so much goddamn what the fuck, why not this, why not that, and
You had to keep getting
And he
smarter.
grew into it
Let your
so
kid
beautifully.
outsmart you.
Like,
You had to keep getting smarter.
you know what I remember? I was on house arrest, man. I thought I had done caught my case. We was having fun in the house. We had a lot of fun in the house as a family, and I think that's one of the funnest. Man, we played manhunt,
I swear.
dodgeball.
But did you know back then that those moments
No,
was precious?
I thought I was going to prison. I ain't know nothing. I was just enjoying every moment I could have.
This man was having fun in the house.
Yeah.
Sliding
Man
down
jumped
rails.
down flights and steps trying not to get tagged.
You remember
by us
Takers?
kids.
The movie Takers, what they were doing in Takers, he was doing
I
that.
jumped down
Manhunt.
from the second story of the house to the first story. I jumped over that.
This man's on the third floor.
Jumped
This
over
man's
there.
Over
He
the
was-
balcony on the third floor in the main hallway. About to walk, climbing on the wall.
And
about to
made
walk over to-
And made it.
I
This man was, he ain't had, he thought
And made it.
he said, man, if I fall, so what?
Fuck it. I made it. And let you know.
Hope I got them files.
Let you know how much I want it. You dig what I'm saying? So having, that experience, I think that brought us together in such a way. You know what I'm saying? Like being locked up and having those manhunt days and having all that, just that connection. We know each other and trust each other and kind of bond with each other in a way where it doesn't really take much conversation. For real. We can kind of get a feel of what the fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you and Duke do. You know what I'm saying? I done seen that before. Like we have, and just like I say, I've raised my mama. I tell you, my mama's my oldest child. You dig what I'm saying? I've raised my mama. You know what I mean? She's not my mama. I'm her daddy. Because we learn in life together. We learn how to grow and the life that we now live, that's a life that I introduced us to.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, the same way I can say that for her is the same way I can speak to them in reference to me. Because this ain't a life that I knew. I wasn't living this life like this before them.
You learned.
I told you that one time. I said we both
Shut
live in the
your
same
man.
time right now. I said that, and you just now admitting
That's
it.
what I'm saying,
wait,
man.
wait.
Yeah.
Get your mother-
What you told him?
I said we both live in the same time period. So we both learning the same stuff and seeing the same stuff at the same time.
We got the same 24 hours.
Yes, you done got more experience from the other years and the other generation. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say
Nigga
that.
capped up, bro.
Right.
Man, this nigga here just found a way to weasel his way through.
I ain't say that to you.
He a real slime ball, man.
Man,
Real,
look, I swear
Yeah.
I said that to him. I said that to him.
So listen,
Hey,
how did you manage raising your kids to being
being what?
to being fucking not just like the average Joe like not the
What
average
you mean?
kid.
Ain't no such thing. I always that's the one thing I wanted for them, to have the opportunity and the
It don't
freedom
matter about what you wanted
to
but how
be
you
the
did-
average
but
kid.
how did you do it?
Man, you gotta throw them in there and see what come out. You gotta throw them
They
in
went
there.
to regular school. Some of them.
They went to
some of 'em
they-
went to
they-
regular school.
You know they went to public school.
All three of them went.
All
to public
three of them
school.
went to public
Of
school.
course, them niggas were born. Them niggas got them. Them niggas when
They
it was
didn't-
going on, you got no choice.
But that ain't but it wasn't because they couldn't afford private school.
No, it's just like
It's just like shit.
my first
They
kid,
needed
14, bro. It ain't nothing. I can't teach him. I can't teach him this Hollywood shit, bro. This nigga got now.
I tried to send a
real
nigga to
trenches,
private school.
baby.
I tried to send a nigga to private school. Then nigga he'll flunk the test on purpose. You dig what I'm saying?
Man.
You too. Yeah.
That nigga flunked the test on purpose, act like I wouldn't know. Hey, look.
Now ask what Major be doing all day.
But, bro, them folk called me and they, Mr. Harris, okay, your son Major, he's good, he passed, no problem. But if I could talk to you a second about King, it seems as though he hasn't developed all of the fundamentals that come from his grade level. I'm like, what you talking about? What you mean? Well, then, listen, to try to hear somebody find the right way to tell you that your son is dumb. You see what I'm saying? Basically say, okay, this is the average. Okay. We have these many kids take this test. This is the average. Here is where King and his scores fail. And immediately I say, this motherfucker blew this test. Immediately I knew it immediately. Because he had conversation with me about how he didn't want to go to this school. He wanted to go to this other school.
You did too much. You already
Man, I was like, and I ain't say nothing to her. I say, you know what I told her? I say, I think I know what happened. Okay, no worries. Man, that pissed me off more than anything. The fact that he thought that just by him throwing the test, that I was going to say, oh, well, I guess you go to the school you want to go to. Man, nigga, what the fuck you think?
I ain't gonna lie, I thought I got away. I said yes.
You look back on everything you did as a kid, you like, but that was stupid.
And now look, but that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. That's why this nigga requires a certain level of attention. Because I understand where he working from. I know what parts.
He's really working his one.
You dig what I'm saying?
He got the finesse. And he in order to maintain a finesse with your motherfucker on your parents, you ready.
He can maintain it. He gonna have it on her for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
But for me,
any woman.
Me.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Man, and so for him, this nigga pulled this one on me? He thought that was gonna work?
He thought you that busy.
What?
That's what it be. They think you too.
You dig what I'm saying? This nigga ain't paying me no attention. This motherfucker got to be in Hawaii next week. He ain't paying me no attention.
No, that
no,
busy.
I'm on your head, sir. What the fuck? You think you can fail on purpose and just land in the position you want to land in life? That was the fact that you thought that you could just fail on purpose and end up in a better position. It was that part that I was like, this nigga's tripping. I worked hard to make sure he hated that next year of school.
That decision you made, I'm gonna make sure
that decision
you gonna
equal.
Oh my God,
you being in a worse position than you ever wanted to be in. That's what I wanted to make sure.
It probably wasn't the worst one, but it wasn't what he wanted either.
Nah, it was bad. It was.
Yeah,
I had to record teachers lying on me and junk. It was like he knew they was lying. He didn't care they was lying.
I had to put yourself there.
I had to find the proof they was lying. And
you put yourself there.
Man.
The fact that
because you did that to yourself, you wouldn't even been in that position had you not thrown.
If you would have just passed,
exactly,
you would have been going on.
See what I'm saying?
Now this is it. Now, okay, pass the test, cool. They working them kids in there like.
That's why I said you ain't putting in a worse position.
We don't see Major like that. Major be doing homework every day.
Yes.
Major do homework like a 9 to 5.
But listen.
Guys.
I was talking to your daddy earlier about this. Major might be the lion. Y'all might. Major lion, you a hyena, nigga. That's what I mean. He by any means, he gonna go eat. By any means, no matter what it come with.
That's definitely.
He's gonna go eat. You're gonna wait. You gonna wait on your dad, nigga. You gonna wait on your dad. Your brother gonna goddamn move out when he's 17, bro.
Nah,
Major.
This is the thing about
if you allow him, if they allow him.
I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I know about all my children. King is definitely more equipped to deal with the world as we know.
But all that comes from like overworking and because all that it ain't about the work. It's about the
He was
understanding.
born with something now.
It's about understanding
He
what
was
it
born
takes
with something.
to be this.
He was born with something. He was born with something.
The work is the smallest, bro.
The nigga King, he has something that I haven't ever taught him. You know what I mean?
He got the same finesse. It's just a richer scale, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I see in him what I know of myself. That's why I know what kind of training.
And that make you proud and make you nervous at the same time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? At the
Makes
same
you
time.
nervous.
Exactly. I understand what he has. That's why I kind of, hey man, we need to
Ooh.
insulate this gentleman.
And it makes a parent nervous because it's like I don't look at like okay, just say a person with riches, like a wealthy person or I don't look at those rich to the point where you can
talking Kanye rich.
Well, you can simply finesse
Bezos rich.
I'm just talking about okay. Like where I'm from, I look at it like a kid that grew up. How if a kid grow up on a better scale, on a upper scale, I don't feel like it's nothing in the world that'll allow them to finesse me. It's no way possible. If the way you grew up, it's no way you can finesse me.
Shit.
But that's what scared me for kids. Right. And what I'm saying is that's what scares you as a parent. That's what scares him.
Absolutely.
Because I don't think that a kid that grew up the way that half of y'all grew up, not y'all young niggas got them. Y'all niggas grew up. Y'all niggas in the trenches. Y'all niggas got them falling out windows and shit. now they want to never.
But see, a person would never know that if they never really be invited into their world.
Right.
They wouldn't ever know what their adversities and their challenges were.
Right.
People would just look at them based on their connection to me and feel like, oh, these motherfuckers grew up having everything they wanted all their life. These motherfuckers got ass whoopings, punishments. These motherfuckers they had adversity.
Oh, they come with life, but they had.
Man, tell them about your summer when I was in prison that you had to motherfucking go and play football.
Uh-oh.
This motherfucker did not want to play football for nothing. And guess what that made me make him do? Play football. You know what I mean? He showed me football is the last thing I want to do. Okay, great. That's football it is. Let's go.
But us.
No,
you couldn't play football.
But you don't understand. Yeah,
you got to get some dope.
But that's real. Me, I wanted to play. I remember telling man I wanted to play for Flipper Temple. I wanted to play for Flipper Temple, which is a church over on Hollywood Road. Right. I wanted to play for Flipper Temple football team because I was in school and the little niggas in my school at Grove Park, they were playing for Flipper Temple, and I wanted to go and try out and be a part of that team. Man, that man said, bruh, I ain't got time. Tell your mama or
go get you some dope.
Basically, you know what I mean? I got this kind of shit that I'm doing. I ain't got time. Now, in my uncle's defense, when I told him I wanted to be in the band, which I had more nefarious intentions, I wanted to be in the band just because the band stayed after school, and I wanted to walk down to this girl house who stayed within walking distance of my elementary school, and I wanted to go and have some physical contact with her, which I did. But that my first.
I was gonna say elementary school.
You hard.
Elementary, third grade.
Why you hard?
Third grade. That was my first, that my first tongue kiss in third grade. So, very
what tongue kiss? It's easy. Just open your mouth.
Girl, what?
I thought that was nasty.
Girl had cooties and booties.
So you saying your mama was nasty?
Cooties and booties.
So your mama was nasty.
I tried to explain it to her, and one day I said, she said, girls, man. I said, you a girl. She said, I'm a woman. I said, you right. I said, you a woman.
You're right.
The girl's nasty. Yeah.
Okay. That makes that's dope. I never had those kinds of conversations with my mama. But
that was a funny one.
Yeah, that's dope. I never had those kinds of conversations. I see the relationship that you have with your mama, that y'all have with y'all mama, and I didn't have that. Me and my mama didn't talk about other girls, and we didn't sit down and it just wasn't that. Right. It just never wasn't that.
I ain't had that
That's
relationship.
why
Can you
he be
imagine
hating
having a
on my-
conversation with your grandmama about girls and her telling you about? Can you imagine that?
That's why you be hating on the conversation every time we talking about something. You be like, man, what you doing talking to her about? That's normal.
Mm-mm.
I can't
That's
even
normal.
get no beanies and weenies from my mama.
How old are you? 16?
Yeah, I'm 16. Say if you come home from a tour, right? You call your mama, I want some of that old cooking. She say, all right, I'll cook for you. You gonna go get the food, right? You gonna go get a plate.
On that occasion.
Right.
You gonna go get
Okay.
mama.
That's not true.
On that
Right.
occasion.
I'm with Tip though.
Now
You see how you
I'm with
twist
Tip
it?
on
Now
that.
what?
Yeah,
but
Not no
what
land in the
it is.
house.
Hold up. Let me
Not
Bruh,
no land in no
you
fucking
tripping.
jacuzzi smoking weed.
I'm a twist.
Into my cook.
That's exactly what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right there. You want to experience?
No.
Hey, there is no adult. There is no. Hey, listen, man. You cannot have adult privileges without having adult responsibilities.
Understood.
That's the only thing I ever want you. So you want all the adult privileges, but you still don't.
Watch it. You gotta help me because we talk.
Nah, ain't no you
No.
gotta help shit.
You gotta help
Ain't no
me.
you
No,
gotta
but
help
listen.
All right,
shit.
so look.
He
Come on,
don't-
look. Watch it. All
Look.
right, cool. So that's like me saying, what happened to everybody? What happened to how it used to be? What happened to y'all cooking food? And she say, oh, I'll cook tonight. Just trying to throw it back to how old times be. You don't never relate to old times.
I do
Yeah,
relate
yeah,
to old time.
Okay,
You know what?
so
You know what
that
she
is-
do?
that is
She
a way
she
to
say.
relate.
You know what she say? She say, "Daddy, I'm cooking. Make sure all the kids is here." But it ain't that you come to her and say,
No.
"Mama, I want some beanies and weenies."
No,
Nigga,
no,
first of all,
it didn't go like that. It did not go
beanies
like
and
that. It did
weenies
not
ain't some
go like
shit
that.
you call
It did
on your
not go
mama
like
to
that.
cook.
It did not go like that.
Your mama
First
cook
of all,
soul food.
That's totally what it was.
But listen,
It's the
it
beanies and
was.
weenies
no.
of it all.
No.
You can do that shit
But
yourself,
it was.
nigga.
No.
He said,
Is you grown or is you a child?
Listen.
That's the thing.
"You
It
sit
can't
down
be
in this
both.
seat."
It can't be both. Either you're gonna be
One
grown
second.
or you're gonna be a child.
Okay,
You can't come
so-
to me one day and say, "Pop,
So now
you gotta
listen.
look at me as a,
With
as a
this
young
question-
adult," and then come to me the next day and say, "Dad, well, I'm just asking
All right.
Mom to make me some beanies and weenies because I'm her son." Nigga,
All right,
which
so Pop-
nigga is you?
So pops, if I said grown, right? Would I have a curfew? Would it be if you say you want to be grown to be a child, and I say I'm gonna be grown? That mean you couldn't give me no curfew?
Well,
What would that mean?
I'm gonna tell you what it means. The minute you can operate on your own bankroll,
Okay, cool.
you operate on your own bankroll. That mean the car you drive. That mean the food you eat. That mean the place you stay. It's all on your own. Hey, have I ever tried to give you if I gave you a curfew, told you when you can come in? Since you had your own place.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now, since you had your own place.
No, I'm not.
Since you had your own place. Have I ever gave you a curfew since you had your own place?
But baby,
That's
okay,
the
so
same
that,
thing.
I'm not
but his
saying
point is, if that's the case, then he is at home. Then he should be able to get home cooked meals whenever he asks for them.
See,
Instead
that's
of
not
you
even what I'm
saying,
saying. That's not even what I'm not
He
even
got his
asking.
own
See,
woman.
look, I'm not even asking for home cooked
That what
meals
you don't
on the
wanna
daily or nothing
realize.
like
You
that.
see-
"That's no woman."
He got his
Y'all be
own
clicking at
woman.
it.
That's what it
He
is.
satisfies
I don't have no
a
relation.
woman
That's
I got
who
no
should be
relation.
doing for him
I got no
what he's
relation.
asking you to do.
Look,
Oh
all right,
my
so look,
God.
And
no,
that's my problem.
all right,
You
now
got
look.
so you get all of the satisfaction that comes from your women,
Listen.
and then you want to come and get the satisfaction that come from my woman too. I don't like it.
All right, so look, all right, you got a question.
Are you done? You want?
I mean, I was about to touch up on it some more, but he gonna be right.
Let your
in his
brother
head.
speak. Let your
So,
brother
yeah, we
speak.
gonna-
So yeah, I'm curious as to what you think about this. What do you think each one? Each one of us, not what problems we had, but what do you think we lacked growing up, like as like personality traits? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? What do you think was our strengths and weaknesses?
To be honest with you, man, I think
Or
you all.
did?
I think all of you, bro. I ain't gonna cap you down.
No cap.
I ain't gonna cap you down, bro. I ain't gonna be bullshit. shit around with you. I think all of you were superlative, given as to how bad you could have been. Me looking at me as to where I was, how I came up, and the things that I did, you pale in comparison. Y'all were astronomically different. Each and every last one of you. Me and King, we talk about it, man, and we kick shit, man. I busted balls, I fuck with him, but he could be a lot worse. He could be a lot worse. So, you ain't never gave me no problem. I ain't never had no problems on Messiah.
So your best kid is Messiah?
No. I ain't got no
He tried to set him up.
He tried to light him up.
Always trying to try to
No.
All right, so
Messiah.
We gonna make this
Which
short.
one?
But nah.
I think Messiah was probably the best, easiest kid. The easiest kid.
Messiah, neat.
And neat.
Neat. Messiah, neat. But at the same time, they still had their own ways. What they showed me is we can still be good kids and be about some bad shit when we want to be and not get caught.
They were more sneaky.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
like,
beautiful.
Like that's like them motherfuckers really on some nefarious shit.
That's the beauty of it.
Sneaky behind, no.
See, I got
else.
two daughters, right? One of them, 22. I'm old. Yeah, I'm an old nigga. One of them 15, and the one that's 22 is like, it's so much easier with her because she know it's easier to explain things to her. The one that's 15, she like, why?
Right.
She see me go buy something, a new car. She like, that's not fair. I'm like, shit, I'm a rapper. You ain't. You go to school. Why is it not fair? But you got to explain everything to her. The 22-year-old, you don't got to break it down to her. She understand, like, okay, Dad, you do what you do. My 15-year-old, she want an explanation of everything. I got to explain everything.
You only got a 22 and a 15-year-old?
Both girls.
Boy, you ain't slipped up down that time.
Boy, you need to It been 15 years since you goddamn fell into the path of.
Good God.
To be honest with you, I'm saying this on camera here. I don't think my shit work no more.
Shit.
I don't think my shit work no more. It's been 15 of them.
Keep on falling asleep in it.
I don't think my shit work no more.
Sleep in that motherfucker, man.
Brain
if
work.
it worked before, it will work again.
Your brain work.
Period.
There's been 15 of them.
But I mean, I think that all of my children could have been way worse, bro. I mean, I am blessed beyond measure as to how my kids turned out. And
you're blessed.
Yes, because I look at me and how I was, how we were, bro.
Do you feel like relationship helped your parenting?
I feel like my relationship helped my parents, and definitely.
Like a big part.
Yeah, bro.
The most part.
If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have even really noticed how much time I wasn't spending at home. Like, she made me aware of the fact, like, nigga, you really ain't got shit to do. You really just going out there in the streets for the hell of it. You ain't got nothing else to do. If you were to go home instead
they
of...
say it like that. That shit.
Yeah, I mean...
Lame, man. Like, damn, my brother don't need folks waiting on that shit. Crazy.
If you were to go home instead of going to the trap or, wherever the fuck we go, she don't need to sit down.
Please sit down. I'm finna get out of here.
No, you ain't.
Okay, but I'm cool.
So we got a seat for you right here, mama. You see what I'm saying?
But you ain't get up. The fact that you got up before her son did.
No, the
that
fact
shit
that
bothers
I
me.
said something. It was not going to be announced.
Did nothing. I said something and did nothing.
Listen.
I said something and did nothing.
Man, look.
You being his age.
Hey, man. That's the thing that I see. I see me when I was his age. That's what I see. But I see the same thing you. But part of you that I see is kind of like when I was in the room by myself and I was reading and I was kind of like studying and the part of you that I saw is the part where I was like perfecting my craft as an artist, but you is the part of me that was running the streets.
Bullshit.
You did.
The reason why he got the reason why he just got like the more advantages is because he got a lot of siblings, so he got a lot of personalities to learn, and you know you got to like master they thoughts like.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
what we
So
would
like
like
you
to do,
smarter.
he definitely is. He has street smarts. Definitely. What we would like to do is, hey, listen, Benny the Butcher, I want to thank you for the time.
Legend. This is a legend right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I
Man.
really trap. I really sold packs to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you a future
and
legend.
I fuck with you. I told you how I watched your music in the feds, in the federal prison before I had headphones.
You dig what I'm
Then
saying?
I had to get headphones and listen to the music. You're a legend, though. We locked in for life, G.
Man, love and respect.
We locked in for life. I'm taking my drink with me.
Man, absolutely.
I feel like I'm on a Family Hustle show. You got
Yeah, it's a part of it. You never know where this shit might turn up at.
No cap.
You dig what I'm saying? I mean, Benny the Butcher, get his album, Burden of Proof. Definitely a family member and a friend
All right, bro.
to
Stay dangerous.
expediTIously. Now, another thing I think we must do, we must acknowledge Tokyo Jetz.
Tokyo.
We must acknowledge Tokyo Jetz.
Welcome.
Tokyo.
Yeah, we got you right here. Yoki Toke.
Goddamn Tokyo.
Oh. What the freak was going on? Y'all,
Listen, man.
y'all playing.
Tokyo Jetz, a.k.a., meaning also known as the Baby Goat, First Lady of Grand Hustle, hailing from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. A raw and genuine lyricist with major freestyle skills that caught my attention and made me reach out to her, extend an invitation for her to come up and show me what she could do in person, which I call throwing her in the blender. So her debut album, Bonafide, garnered over 50 million streams, but we don't even want to get into the numbers. We just want to get into the essence of who Tokyo Jetz is right now and how much she means to the Grand Hustle family. So Tokyo Jetz, what's going on?
I'm chilling. I feel like I've been waiting to come in here.
You feel like, but you could have came in at any time.
No, I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait?
I needed that introduction.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna
shit.
get that in the middle of everything else.
Okay, well, listen, man. Tokyo, man, I've always fucked with Shawty. From the very first moment I met her, she pulled up on me. Well, actually, I saw her freestyling in a car. She was freestyling in a motherfucking car. And she just got them going hard as fuck. And I felt everything she was saying. And I asked her to come in. And when she came in, first thing I said was, shit, go in there and rap. And she went in that motherfucker, and just like when I first met you, we got in the blender. First time I met you, we got in that motherfucker, and About the Money came out. When I met her, threw her in the blender, and her verse from Friends came out. So that taught me a lot about who you were, and you've been holding your own and kind of like positioning yourself.
Yo, you're a woman.
A woman of respect.
Yeah.
You're a motherfucking woman.
So tell me, how do you do that, and what goes into those decisions that make you who you are?
I mean, I think it's more so a feeling. Like whatever feel right. I think sometimes when you think too hard about what to do or what not to do, if it fail, you're gonna blame that moment. But if you just go with the flow, then it's gonna work out.
Taking what the universe gives you is a key point in the journey.
Right.
Now, I think something that everybody wants to hear you say is, what the fuck made you go so hard on the second song on the Libra? Why did you rap like that was the last verse you'd ever rap?
I
in
ain't like
your
the
life?
verse.
You did.
I originally wrote it, and I was like, man, it's bullshit. I ain't like the verse for real. And then when cause I how I speak, I pronounce my words. So when I rap, I do the same thing. Like, people rap, they shorten their words. I can't speak like that. So when I did the verse, it's the part where I'm like, and I'm going so fast, and the words like overlap each other. So when I'm doing it without the beat, when I'm writing it, it's cool. But when I went into the studio to do it, I think that's the longest it ever took me to record something.
I think you did it because you was under pressure.
You think I was under pressure?
That's good.
Wow. I don't think I was under pressure.
I'm just talking about like life pressure.
That might be. I do feel like I had something to prove a little bit. I do.
You
feel
said
like
he made you go. You said he made you go hard.
Cause we did a whole nother song. He was like, I don't know.
The song we did at first, I was like, man, this shit it's cool. It's it's just too laid back.
Thug might be right though. I feel like I did feel like I had something to prove.
I remember at the same time at the second one when I heard what she did to the first one, I said, yeah, that shit is good because it's good. It's a good song. Like, yeah, man, you know what? This song missing. I got it. Know exactly what the fuck I want you to do. Go home, listen to this, come back tomorrow, and blow this shit out the water. That's exactly what I told her. And then the next day, I called her like 2 hours before she was supposed to come to the studio. And I said,
that's
hey.
when I actually wrote the verse.
Oh.
I swear, because I ain't get the beat.
Pressure.
I never.
You about to say something?
Look, Randy sent. You thought I wrote it the night before?
I did.
Randy sent me the beat. It had your verse. It had both verses on it. I never had an open spot.
Damn.
So I had to wait on Elliot to wake up. When Elliot woke up, Amir was up. I had to wait on the nanny to come. Then I wrote it.
I told her, I said, hey, listen. Don't come in here bullshitting now. I need you to come in there, motherfucker, ready for war. Come in there, motherfucker. I want you to blow this shit out the fucking water. The way only Tokyo Jetz can do. And she said, nigga, I got it. Nigga. He telling me what to do. I'm gonna come and do what the fuck I do. I say, but is it gonna be right though? Say,
this our whole
nigga, don't motherfucking man, bye. And she came in the motherfucker and did that, and I say, hell yeah, she got off. Nigga, how does it feel like to understand how to use your motherfucking talents and your weapons when you need
I just feel like I knew for a long time, and other people just starting to catch on. That's really just where I'm at right now.
Well, shit, I've heard your shit that we about to put out. That shit is superlative. It's exceptional. Why the fuck you and Thug ain't never did nothing?
I don't know. We still got time.
Well, she's scared of you.
No.
What?
We still got time.
Yeah, the studio, man.
We still got time.
Better not be scared of you.
He not said I was under pressure. He not said I was
scared. That man shooting at you.
Man.
That man shooting
we
at
the
you.
studio.
Ooh.
Everybody's scared of me.
Oh,
bruh.
Now you about to bring him into
Bruh.
it. Now you about to bring him into it.
That man no good goddamn well. Ain't no day in his life where he could ever fuck with a picture of me.
Uh-oh.
This man dream about fucking with me, wake up and apologize. Do you hear me?
So you spit better
I ain't got to do all that.
What?
You spit better than Thug.
Huh? I do me better than anybody else in the motherfucking world. How about that?
Okay, I'm with you.
I do me better than anybody else in the motherfucking world.
Yep.
I ain't worried about none of that. I ain't got to do too
Ain't
much.
nobody say nothing.
Y'all done?
I ain't said nothing, but I know I ain't running from nothing.
Bro, you been running from this shit so many. You been running from this shit so many years, twin.
I really respect your integrity as a female MC coming into this shit.
Thank you.
Coming into this shit and holding lyricism in high regards and kind of making sure that you speak or use your voice to speak for the women of your generation. Where did that importance come from? Where did it become important to you to speak not just for you?
It was more so my truth. Anything I rap about is stuff I've been through, or it's something I've seen, or it's something I'm in close enough to know what's really going on. So it might not have been important for other people, but it was important for me because it's my story for real. Everything I ever rapped about, I done seen or actually lived through. So what else I supposed to rap about?
But see, to me, Tokyo Jetz have 3 different layers. And these are just the 3 that I can identify. And the 3 different layers is, first of all, she has like a hip hop lyrical kind of, how can I say? Let's say a swagger like us kind of, you know. I'm rapping based on where I come from and who I am and what I feel. I'm just giving you the best lyrical presentation as possible. And she also has a still ain't forgave myself kind of.
Still ain't forgave myself.
You know what I'm saying? This where I come from. This what I've experienced. This is my life, and I'm just giving it to you unapologetically. Then she got the pussy music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a guy.
Thank you.
Got to have some of that.
You gotta sprinkle it in there.
Man, listen, man.
You gotta understand.
She know how to put enough in there. She don't put too much in there, so
she need a little bit.
Right.
She need
You
a
do
little
it the
bit.
best. I ain't gonna lie, Tokyo Jetz do it the best.
Your ass down, lady.
You got to be in that little bit. You
No,
got
look,
to have that
do a little
pussy
bit.
in there.
You gonna let your mama just stand up and talk like that?
Man,
What?
look,
I
why
wanna hear what
keep
you
My
making
mama
that-
ain't gonna stand up in no room.
You see how he keep asking the kids the questions. You gonna do this? You gonna? He always asks us.
Bruh, you got to know, you gonna let your mama stand up and talk about pussy music all up in the front, in your, you know?
You done did some stuff on live too, though. So it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you falling for
It's a moment.
You
Like,
feeling
you
all
can't.
the
Don't
tests.
fault.
Yeah,
Don't fault me for moments.
What you was gonna say?
falling for it.
Don't fault me for moments.
All
You
the
understand?
questions he asking you, you falling for
Hey, man, I'm slick. I'm slick.
No.
I hope you pick it up.
Mm-mm.
He ain't. Don't worry about it.
You
Go
think
ahead.
I ain't? You think I ain't? Till you see what I do.
You got to have. You got to have. I feel like you got to have pussy music these days because they women pussy music is only like
Pusic. That's what it's called. Pusic.
pusic music.
Goddamn pusic.
Put them both on.
Women pusic music is like it's like our stun music.
Okay.
You know the way we talk about like going to magic, fucking on bitches,
Right,
and woo woo woo.
right,
That's how they feel when they just be like pop. Pussy.
So them goddamn running into a nigga and goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Man, 90% of them bitches ain't doing
using
nothing.
lust to lure them into some shit that would make them
They
benefit.
ain't my lane though. I don't speak on that. When I rap about pussy, I talk about a whole different stuff. But I just don't feel like.
I'm gonna let you.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna let you
ahead.
describe it.
Go
and I'ma
ahead.
come back.
Like, I feel like it's different because I'm not out here rapping about what I'm tricking the nigga into doing. That's never been me. But I don't feel like, if I feel like my pussy good, I should have the right to speak on
Be
it.
able to
Right.
speak
You
on it.
get your ass on. You rap about how you fuck hoes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never heard him rap about nothing.
No, shut your ass.
He be on some real intelligent lyrics.
He also
Yeah,
raps
he
about,
does something here and there.
and Tip do too. Every male artist does. It shouldn't be no different for a woman. Why I gotta have this little box and I gotta stay inside of this box?
They want you to have the box because it's like it's common for a woman to like be quiet, you know?
I feel like, first off, men don't feel like, a lot of men, not to say y'all, a lot of men don't feel like women can rap anyways, right?
That's got
So,
Yes,
a
a lot
lot
of
of men,
man, beat it.
I promise you,
Y'all
a
gotta
lot
stop
of
thinking
men.
like- but y'all
I
still
see it
like-
every day on Twitter. I see it every day.
Bruh.
A lot of men feel like women can't rap, right? And they always like, oh, all women only rap about this. What do women that rap about this? But it's plenty that do. Tierra Whack for one, Rhapsody for two.
Right.
People don't listen on a mass level, and that's because they just choose not to look for it.
No, it's not that. It's just like I'm just telling you like a man. I'm just telling you a man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like it's more like we feel like, well, most men, not me. I got a girl that rap.
Right.
I got a girl signing my label. I know like bitches goddamn got this shit sold the fuck up.
But that's you. You
But
like
I'm
one of a few.
I know, but what I'm saying is yeah, nigga, me, one of a few.
She used that shit against you. You are one of a few. That's what you got there. You set yourself apart to be one of a few.
Right.
All right now. I like that. I don't know what the fuck y'all were talking about, but this shit, goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
We were just talking about women, you know, pussy music and
I think that
She
it's all
said that-
relative.
Right, she say that
It's all relative. They should be able to make their song.
men
about
don't
their
think
pussy
women
and
can
shit.
rap.
I didn't say all men. I said a lot of men.
No, listen, this men. It ain't that men don't think women can rap. Men don't think women should rap.
Yeah, y'all
It's
treat
more of
y'all
that.
treat women rappers like the WNBA or some shit.
Do you?
that's
I got. Do
No.
you
You get what I'm
think?
saying, right?
I do. Do you think that your lady's music, 'cause she rap, do you think it's better the songs that
Whoa,
she talk
first of
about?
all, you don't know what's going on in that man's personal life.
He
Talking
just
about him.
said
He just said
Oh, I'm
it.
sorry.
Don't please come out here. Come on, thank you.
I apologize. Let me
Do you think that her music is better? The music is better the one she talking about pussy, or the one she talking about like on some really?
I think
shit or
I
whatever?
think the ones that's not about pussy because not because I hate on women that talk about pussy. I like bitches that talk about pussy. Like, I'm a nigga.
But not your bitch. If she, excuse me, I apologize.
But what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
I'd rather
I apologize.
I'd rather
say that. Edit. Okay, not your woman. If she talking about her pussy, you don't want your woman talking about
But
her
it's his
pussy. out
artist
there.
as well. So
But I
it's
understand
his sales.
artistry.
Of
Yeah, I
his-
understand.
She's not here
Hey,
talking about
look, but-
my dick so good,
But
my
listen.
dick so
Y'all-
this,
y'all
this,
talk
that,
about
and
fucking
the
a
other.
million
Y'all talk about
bitches.
it.
Right, but that's just like
Nah, we
about
talk
it.
about being in the company
But
of.
that's y'all
Same
way of
thing.
bragging. Is the
Listen,
way y'all
Thank
way
you.
y'all
Music is
throwing.
art,
Y'all
man.
got money. You got this. You got that. You fucking hoes out.
But y'all wouldn't want us if we wasn't having no
And
bitches.
y'all, I mean,
If
when
we
y'all-
wasn't having bitches, y'all wouldn't want us.
That
If you
still
won't
don't
admit
take
it.
away from what we.
You
do.
won't admit it.
You want to admit that you like to hear how good our shit is too. If we tell you that, if you hear what we got to do.
I like to
with-
hear you when you say it to me, but not when you
Nah,
say
I'm
it to
saying.
everybody. You know what I'm saying?
it's just like a man.
They
Like,
just
men
creating
on
their
that.
story.
It's a lot, but look though.
It's interesting.
I think they have. Listen, I never really understood the plight of a woman until I had a daughter. You dig what I'm saying?
Me too.
I never really it wasn't even nothing. It wasn't no like conceivable notion of how do you think it affects women. I never thought about that until I had a daughter. When my daughter came up to me and say,
What?
you don't do Domani like that. You don't do King like that. And I was like, damn, I don't.
You're a girl.
Fuck. But you my baby. Please don't do this. Let's not do this right now. Understand that is because you are more special than they are. Just don't
That's how you
tell
put it.
them.
Yeah, you got to.
Please
You got
don't
to.
tell them that.
You got to tell your daughter.
Don't ever tell them I told
Man,
you
you better
that.
than everybody. You know
But
that,
you
baby.
are more special than they are.
You better than everybody.
My daddy did it to me.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's,
I just think it's a balance. Like
it is. I can dig it.
I'm still
Like,
put
WAP
it
don't
on.
bother me.
You WAP.
WAP.
well,
Well, just
You
the
getting
gra-
old, man.
Nah, nigga. To be honest with you.
Somebody getting young.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Nah, the reason I call it WAP is because the word in the acronym.
Oh, you get
that-
better. Okay.
What is it? Say the word.
What?
WAP. No. Say the word in the acronym. Wet what? Okay, so if I'm going to,
Yeah, that.
I'm
that's what I was
just telling
saying.
you.
Getting too
He's
literal.
saying
If it was
He's
wet
talking about
ass
WAP
pussy,
instead of
then
WAP.
I would
Yeah.
say WAP. If it's wet ass pussy,
But that's
I'ma
not-
say WAP.
but that's
Because
not-
the word that represents the A in the acronym
What if I said
has the
expediTIously?
long A sound. A.
That's how they.
No, actually, that's A. A.
Right,
A
he
is
just
the
changed
long
people's
A.
whole
What
song.
if you-
A is the long A.
Yeah.
He just changed people's whole
You gonna
song.
change the whole name?
What? What's up?
You said you don't got no problem with this song?
No, I ain't got no problem with the song.
I mean, yeah, of
Let my
course.
daughter listen to it.
Right.
My daughter listen to it. I don't want to cut that shit off.
Yeah, for sure.
Please.
Right, yeah.
But I say
Of
the
course, there's
same
no problem with the
thing.
song, like, of
I
course.
say the same thing
He said,
as if
She
she
said-
was listening to Snoop Dogg. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and trick. Cut that shit off,
Right.
please.
But
But
that's
that
more
don't apply
like,
to your son.
hell no, because the boys like,
No.
It's some stuff
Like,
we
you
not
can-
know in the
Yeah,
music
see?
sometimes.
No.
cause I said in the song, I just said in the song, let my wife have my daughter have, let my thoughts have my boys.
Oh
That's fire, though, right?
That's a nice bar. That's fire.
That's a hell of a bar. That's
fire.
a hell of a bar. Let my wife have my daughters. Let my thoughts have my sons.
That's nice. That was a nice bar.
From the book of slime.
Spider.
From the book of slime.
Spider.
Hey, man.
But that's how men look at it. Like the boy, like I can tell my boy can slip up and see more than one girl. Like, of course, like I ain't really trying to do it, but like if he do, like, nigga, relax. It's a bitch, bro. My daughter, no. Your daughter, they just too. It's like it's never okay to go with a nigga with a lot of girls.
So
I'm going to.
We got the advantage that we get to sit and learn from them.
That's all we doing, picking up games.
This ain't no damn game.
Picking and learning from who?
Oh, just everybody in the room.
I think that's but look though, that's the purpose of life. To pick up from everybody you're exposed to, learn from them, and evolve from it. That's the purpose of life.
Right.
Y'all gonna learn from my problem is I wasn't exposed to but so much and had to imagine the rest of it. I never had conversations with my mama about girls and dating and shit like you do with yours. I never had
a whole nother conversation.
I never had a sister, you know what I'm saying, who I could really like. I just had to learn as I grew. You know what I mean? So you guys have a different, I guess, a standard or a fundamental base. You did.
So we got sisters, brothers, younger
you got
sisters, older
brothers,
sisters,
cousins, and all
everything.
kinds of shit. Everybody just waiting on you to come ask them questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know, to have an Uncle C-Rod, that shit is fucking important.
Yeah.
My Uncle C-Rod was doing 10 years. Imagine needing an Uncle C-Rod and he doing 10 years in prison. You got to wait on him to call before you can actually find out the things that you need to know. And you got to figure everything else out until you. That's kind of where, you know what I mean? You guys you fucking have it made, as a matter of fact. And it's time for you motherfuckers to kick in. What you got in your pocket?
Kick.
What you mean?
Kick.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. I'm living off last week.
Hey, listen. What your mom feels, I think your mom, she thinks that I'm too tough on you.
I don't have her opinion is her opinion.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that was gangster.
You dig what I'm saying?
You ain't dig yourself in the hole.
That was solid.
Yeah, that was solid.
That was solid. You know what I mean? I respect that.
That was solid.
I respect that.
Well, you ain't dig a hole or close it.
You dig what I'm saying?
But you ain't dig that motherfucker.
You know what I mean? You looked at that motherfucker and you handled you walked away.
You noticed it was a hole.
You dig what I'm saying?
That was big.
How do you feel about how do you feel? How you feel about being on Family Connect?
It was nice.
Nah, nigga. This nigga said it was nice.
Nah, yeah, it was dope because we both was just really just rapping, just spitting, saying some junk. And then, you know, I got some on my chest, you got some on your chest, you said something.
I really had none on my chest.
Now you were saying,
I
was feeding off of you.
Okay, now you went first.
But I was still thinking, all right, bet. I was thinking Tip gonna potentially get on this record. You know? I bet. Let me see how I want to start this. But yeah. And then you had said what you said, and I was like, okay, boom. Let me tell it. Because it's like we were both telling our side of the story.
Okay.
So yeah, you was telling your side, I was telling my side. It was just fun.
Okay. I mean, that's the same way I feel about it. I feel that. But you know what really makes me smile? The fact that you weren't whack.
Yeah.
That shit makes me smile.
Oh yeah.
I wake up in the morning smiling.
Yeah, I used to be whack.
Well, you
I
were.
used to be whack.
But you weren't as whack as the whack shit that was out.
Yeah, I used to be whack. I used to know. I used to sit and say, that's why I ain't like going. Didn't like going to the studio because I knew I was whack. I was like, I gotta go. Some just told me. I said, I need to go on and go.
But the thing is, though, you worked tirelessly, and I told him about the skateboarding.
Oh yeah.
Why'd you stop skateboarding?
I think everything got put on hold for just music. So,
well, I told him about that shit, and you know, I told him about the Walmart incident.
What happened at Walmart? Nothing happened at Walmart.
Man,
nothing happened at Walmart.
What we talking about at Walmart?
Nothing happened at Walmart.
What we talking about?
Me.
Okay, so you telling me your memory was white clean?
Absolutely nothing happened at Walmart.
So your memory was white clean, and you don't remember what happened at Walmart.
Okay.
What happened at Walmart?
Man, you know when the alien was at the...
Oh, you talking about the alien? I thought
King got a crazy Walmart story.
What's the Walmart story from King?
Man, look.
You don't gotta say it if you don't want to say it.
We're not.
I ain't gonna say it. It ain't even nothing crazy. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, it ain't nothing too crazy.
It was like when he told me, I was like, "Wow, you did something like that." What did you do? Nothing crazy. I'm putting the extra.
Young stuff.
What you do?
Wait, you stole
You gonna be see?
Stealing some.
Like, they don't got nothing to do with it. It don't got nothing to do with none of that.
It ain't bad, bro.
Sometimes it's just
bad,
like
he gonna dap you up after.
Nah.
What you hit something? What you do?
No.
This nigga the
Man,
worst
look,
kind of
bro,
uncle.
just cause you trying to...
Thug,
Alright, so look,
Thug
right?
is the worst uncle in America.
No, hell no.
Alright, so what's that Walmart right up here?
You don't gotta say it.
Nah, we gonna say it because you already put me on the spot. Alright, cool.
You ain't gotta say it.
What was this?
This is months ago. Maybe a year.
It ain't that long
Maybe
ago.
a year ago.
Come on.
No,
A year.
no, it was probably a year ago because I had my red and blonde hair, like the red and blonde hair. This was around the time, you know, when we were viral. Deja was behind me, and that video was made.
Oh yeah.
Boom, that time.
That was 2 years.
All right, cool. Did not know you did not have to be a certain age to buy condoms. Cool. All right. All right, cool. So, I got some condoms, and I had them in my bag. Cool. I had a lot, so look.
How old are you?
Huh, me? I don't even know no more. I done forgot,
He's
man.
16 now, so he's probably 14 at the time.
Yeah, around that. Alright, so boom, I had a lot. So we in the store for like an hour. So I'm walking out the store. Dude say, I'm gonna need you to step in here. I say, okay. So he like, we know you got some. So I gave him a box of condoms. He was like, alright, cool. And they was like, we need a parent to come up here and get y'all. So boom. Called somebody. I ain't gonna say. You already know. Tajaya called Tajaya up there. Tajaya can't act like the mother. So,
I have no idea. This is the first time I'm ever hearing this story.
Yes. So Tajaya came up there acting like the mother, and then
Are
she
you
was.
hearing this? Did you know about this?
Tajaya, no, this.
Yeah, so she was acting like the mother, and I gave over a box. But I had like 15 more.
You gave over a box and you had 15 more boxes?
Nah, like the condoms.
But
I
look,
took them out the box, put them in the
you
bag.
was stealing them?
I didn't know I could pay for them.
Yeah, he didn't know he was old enough to purchase condoms.
So you stole
he and this
them.
motherfucker
That-
he said
stealing
something.
Yes, that was.
This motherfucker in this motherfucker
I
stealing.
still feel like he did the right thing though.
I-
He
yeah,
could've
I'm
it's not a bad
I guess,
story.
you know,
Yeah.
Could've
to
just
be,
went
yeah,
crazy.
safe sex. I guess
Now
safe
that.
sex.
So I wore it right.
You still ain't caught nothing.
Both ways.
You still ain't caught nothing. I guess, you know.
It's cool. Your first little stealing spree. That's that.
You gonna steal some rubbers?
That's a little fuck.
Everybody done stole.
Now they got them bitches behind it. Now you
Everybody
can't
stole
steal them.
something.
Everybody done stole.
Now you can't
I
steal
done
them.
stole some too.
I done stole some recently. What the hell y'all talking about here? Like, what everybody acting like that for? I done stole some shit recently. What, nigga?
Yo, he said that shit.
Hey man, what do you know about a toxic
I
relationship,
know a
son?
lot. I don't.
What do you know? Have you ever been in a toxic relationship, son?
Of course.
I've been in a 3-year relationship.
What?
Well, that's a long time.
When he was in the 3rd grade.
Oh shit.
Nah, that was 1 year. That was a 1 year, 2 year.
So what was the 3-year relationship?
3 years was middle school, the whole middle school.
And what happened?
What you mean what happened?
I'm just asking you what happened. How did it turn out?
That's what you was buying them condoms for?
Huh?
That's what you was getting them condoms
Nah,
for?
that was.
Okay,
I'm doing math over here.
Okay, Auntie Tote. You dig what I'm saying?
I mean, shoot, man.
Man, come on, stop talking. You don't know when the conversation's over, do you? How you deal with your kids, bro, when you go through that kind of shit? Because, I mean, you know.
Still at the age where, like.
Nah, they old enough.
But they still, like.
How old are you?
Youngest one, 6.
And how old is the oldest?
14.
Uh-huh.
The 14-year-old, that nigga, like. You know, he a trenchy baby, but he know better.
Yeah.
So he know, like, how to not fuck up with dad and, like, how to.
How was y'all when y'all burnt that tree down in my house?
Burnt down a tree? The thing is, y'all actually, like, better than, like, little
So look, like I said.
Niggas, no. They dissected a squirrel. They dissected a squirrel. They did that.
We had fun.
Bloody gloves all over the goddamn yard and shit. They had the scissors. They really had this shit.
How did y'all kill the squirrel? It was already dead?
It was dead.
It was
dead.
That's how y'all got
They did an autopsy. They did a fucking autopsy on a squirrel.
How did it die?
I'm not doing
How did it die?
Don't know.
You just did.
All I know
Dead
is
when they found
if it wasn't dead, we killed it.
Oh.
Oh, they for sure.
Damn.
They for sure.
Shit.
Nah,
They
nah.
tortured a squirrel to death.
Nah,
We gonna say the
It
squirrel
died,
dead.
man.
We gonna say it's dead. Let's just say it's dead. Let's just say it's dead.
R.I.P. man.
So yeah, so like I said, I took a lot. I took a lot for the team, and then I still, messed up the team a little bit.
Hold
Sometimes.
up. Didn't you push Deja in the water
Oh.
in the lake, and there was a snake behind
She
it?
fell.
It was a water.
She fell. Huh? She fell.
This man.
Yeah,
The money was hell, bro.
Hey, but look, I said all that to say, I didn't burn the tree. I ain't finna say who did it.
But you
Bro,
ain't do
remember
it.
I said I burnt the tree. I didn't burn
Oh,
it.
so you took the blame
Domani
for it.
definitely took the ass whipping for burning the tree. He definitely took the ass.
Yeah, because he was trying to hide the goddamn big snake situation.
He definitely.
She
listen.
fell in the lake. All right, so now we got to the story.
Only reason kids
So-
take blame is when you don't want them to tell them
So
about
look,
something.
did what I did.
It's
Do
something
what I
else.
did though. She fell in the lake, and I'm laughing. I'm laughing because she fell in the lake, and then she fall? Yeah, she fell in the lake.
And she's screaming while
No,
you
but
laughing.
but then I got it back up, and then you talking about the snake. I was messing with a fishing rod. Like I was in the water, like my hand was in the water, and they was like, "It's a snake." She's out the water though. She's like, "It's a snake," and I'm like, "Girl, quit playing." Because I'm like, "Where the snake at in this whole water? In the water? There ain't no snake." She said, "I'm not playing. It's a snake." And I looked at John and say, I said, "Oh,
At your face?
it's right there."
What?
So that's what the snake. But she fell in the water.
So the snake was not behind her when she fell in the water.
I don't think so.
I'll let you all know that the only reason we live on the lake is because Tamika said she always wanted to live on water. Oh. The only reason, the only fucking reason. First of all, that wasn't the house that we was set out to buy.
No, it wasn't.
We went to a house that was not yet finished or developed, and we got damn.
Bought that motherfucker right then.
Well,
we
went in there, and we put in an offer for the house, and came back that the owners didn't want to sell us that house. They just didn't want to sell it though, for whatever reason. So I said, "Oh, okay, motherfucker."
You gonna buy the one next though?
You made your motherfucker business go get that motherfucker.
Find me a house on this goddamn lake. That's what you do. I don't care. Find me a house on this motherfucking lake. And they did. We walked up to the front door of the house that I live in now. It was a nice Indian family. I think they were doctors, surgeons, or something like that. I said, "Hey, man, we want this house." He said, "Man, we just really got in here for real. Like, we ain't even got it how we want it." Great. Perfect.
It's good.
We want it.
So look, I got a question.
They gave us a number that was probably about 20% more than what it was worth. Deal. We'll buy it. We'll buy it. We want this house. And we bought the house, and we got the house. And
Stand there for generations.
And we have stayed there for fucking how long?
Long.
About 15 years we've been there. Yeah. But we didn't have to have that house. We could have. I am happy that I have it, but I'm just saying though, we could have like went somewhere else and bought another house that we would. But never mind. All right, Tokyo, let's talk about you.
Come on with it.
What in the hell is it that? Okay, so tell me, as far as the cancel culture goes, how do you feel about your experience and what it has taken for you to overcome adverse opinion to get back to doing what you do?
I think at first, I think I cared too much. And when I say that, I don't mean like I cared too much about what I did, because I think the effort there was necessary. But I cared too much about what was being said and what followed. But what I realized was these motherfuckers don't care.
Right.
These motherfuckers ain't really concerned about what's going on. It really just be a battle of motherfuckers in comments trying to see who can get the most likes or the most follows. And it all be hypocritical at the same time, because the world could be mad at me for saying something and then jump in my DM and say something equal to that same thing, and they'll feel like it's okay because I did something first. But if you mad at me for doing that, then you wrong for doing it back, right? I just feel like, first off, I feel like it's fake also.
It is. Because
it exists on the internet, but I could walk outside and 100 motherfuckers will still want to take pictures and do videos.
Sure they will.
And I don't feel like nobody who ain't fuck with Tokyo can cancel Tokyo anyways, because you weren't ever a fan. So you could keep your comments over there. I'm going to still post on Instagram. I'm going to still go where I want to go, and a motherfucker ain't going to touch me.
All right, well, look.
It just is what it is.
Some people's not haters. Some people's like followers. Some
I feel
people
like it's
just
a competition.
follow
Like, shut up.
whatever someone else says.
But look, though, how about this, though? Tell me what the conversation that you and I had was like.
After?
Like, in that moment.
I had a lot of conversations, so.
No, you and I.
I mean, I wouldn't say you was like super on me, but we addressed the situation for sure. Like, cause I think it was different for you, cause you know me personally. So like, we addressed everything that was said, and then we also addressed like what was going on, because this was the whole conversation that was recorded in the privacy of my home from a motherfucker that was supposed to be around me, that I was supposed to trust at the same time.
Right.
So, I mean, you also told me to handle it however I choose was fit to handle it. I hate the fact that everybody felt like somebody made me apologize. Right. Like, nobody in no comment made me apologize. Never. Tip ain't make me apologize. Man. I felt like it was necessary because I felt wrong.
I had no hand in how you handled that situation. It was important for me to allow you to choose your own path. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I gave you every bit of insight. I gave you every bit of whatever I could to, assist you in whatever your decision was. But you, bruh, you always have remained so poised in all of your adversity. Even when I was talking to her, you could tell when a motherfucker just sounded tough. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I got it. Cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Love you too. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I've always got from Tokyo. And of course we recognize that and we expect it coming from King or from Thug or from Domani or from Messiah. It's just like, that's masculine bravado that motherfuckers they associate that to like male genitalia. But for it to come from a woman, I've seen it from Tokyo, Tamika, my mama, my grandmama. Quite a lot of women now that I think about it. I just
Okay, it's common. It's just like,
you know, we just don't notice it because when we be like cause we be on the same side of it.
Right.
Like King don't notice the wrath of his mama cause he on her side. He ain't gonna really notice it for real.
Did he take a shot at you or goddamn?
Nah.
Like
I'm trying to figure out what he took.
Was that genuine shot?
What he was.
No, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't understand how cold my mama was until like I got older and, you know, had different conversations with
nigga go broke for a woman run out of game. Nigga go broke.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about, hey, man.
Y'all let no goddamn too much.
I mean, and the thing is about women, they have no real, they don't antiquate their power with the circumstance. They just genuinely act out of instinct. That's the shit that, you know what I mean?
Basically, they don't know their power. But like,
no, they don't live within their power,
right.
But in moments where you got there where if you see a woman motherfucking pushing a stroller and turn to flip a fucking taxi cab over, how in the fuck did this just happen? You see what I'm saying? Women have that kind of sheer strength that nobody. Now, if you just got to, you know, you say, punch a hole through that wall, and you let a 300-pound man versus a 120-pound woman, and they, yeah, okay, sure, you can see that kind of power. But I'm talking about in times of crisis. When you look at a riot.
A big debt broke make you feel good. In the time of crisis, boy. Throughout my life, I just had so many little broke ass hole.
Hey, man.
And it'll be bad. It'll be all bad for me. And she'll just be like, babe, and I'm just like, damn, you right.
What?
Like, this bitch make me feel like a mama, bro. Bitch ain't got nothing. But both of them finna be outside. They hoping to still got them. Baby, this ain't no umbrella, this a roof. Like, boy, make your motherfucking name, boy. Them women,
my
boy.
God.
Listen.
They do make everything okay.
Yes.
Don't you, baby? She don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying?
That
Which
phone
one?
distracting.
I'm so hungry, I'm getting distracted.
Hey, man. We are here in this moment brought to you by Pretty Hustle and motherfucking YSL and Forever Records and
Wild Beast Incorporated.
Wild Beast Incorporated. Wild Beast? What the fuck?
Wild Beast. Now look, the name came from what I was thinking for the chain.
For the what?
You can't think for the
chains?
Oh, so you talking the chain.
I thought about the jewelry.
I thought for the concept of the name, it fits.
There's so many
King.
things wrong.
Lion. Boom.
See, look,
Chain
see
gonna
what she
be
do?
half
You see
face,
what she
half
doing?
lion.
She
Cool.
helped her. She had to really
Every artist in that label got their own side, like a beast, like an animal, like what
Right.
they.
Right.
You feel like I'm saying a wolf, a lone wolf.
Right.
They by themselves.
But do it look good, like small on the bottom of the paper? When you signing somebody? Do it look good on the t-shirt?
Ooh.
At the bottom of the t-shirt? Do it look good on the motherfucking
We-
tag on the back of the shirt,
Time will
nigga?
tell. Hey.
He got y'all with that one.
Time will tell.
He got y'all with that one.
For
Hey,
everything.
man, I
Yeah,
actually fuck with that. I fuck with that.
Right.
Yeah.
The fact that everybody gonna have their own face and then have beast, hard.
Yeah,
But what about the paperwork?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's acceptable. I feel like because talent is talent, regardless. That's what I be trying. Like, mama, she don't like that. Alright, cool. I got King. King is a great name. Boom. Alright, cool.
It's
but
the name, bro.
Talent is talent.
It's
What
the
about
name.
perspective?
All
But
right, so look.
continue on.
So, Kid Sand. That's what I was going by. That's what I go by.
Who the
Kid
fuck
Sand.
knows what the fuck
Cool.
that is?
Kid Sand is a
Cool.
the sand is a race on the anime. You know Dragon Ball Z?
All
Of course not.
How you don't know Dragon Ball Z? Been out for years.
Of course not.
Alright, but Dragon Ball Z, this race is a race that whenever an obstacle is put in front of them, they unlock a new level of power, like of energy, and
Okay.
they beat it. You
That's
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
crazy. That's fire.
So I put
That
Kid
sound
Sand.
good.
I put Kid
We
Sand.
should put that shit on a t-shirt.
It's on one. I got hoodies. I done
Ooh,
sold out my
he done
merch.
beat you.
I done sold out my merch.
Yeah, he
on
on
top
my
of your
tour.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
That
On the
what's
tour.
up.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
kick something back then.
Yeah,
So,
kick.
You did.
So,
Kick.
yeah. So yeah. That's just the vision that I have for that. I mean,
Kick, nigga.
I feel like it's the talent that matter, and the name got something behind the name, so it ain't just no name and don't got no meaning. It got meaning.
We ain't saying that we ain't got meaning. We just saying like visual.
Yeah, you
The meaning, sometimes the meaning be the end, bro. Sometimes the meaning be the last of it. Nigga, the visual be the goddamn perspective of the shit be what it is, nigga.
Yeah.
You can goddamn, you can have you can have a God-given meaning, bro. If you can't paint this shit for me to see it, I don't care what it means.
Articulate your views and your vision to the rest of the world.
You need all
They
that.
see it.
You need all that.
Watch your favorite episodes of Expeditiously right now on the Expeditiously YouTube page.